So we did have the Indy Mini today.
Yes, we did.
The largest half marathon period.
Yeah.
So there's also another big sporting event.
Well, it's only huge because other towns have the dignity not to put on a half marathon. So Boston, New York, LA, they're like, fuck that noise. So you guys are competing with like Muncie and Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and other little drubbed out towns that can't really sustain a real marathon. So this is a fight amongst the lower level towns. So that's why you guys you're like, oh, we're the #1 arena football team in the United States. That's essentially what you guys are with your half marathon.
Well, just down the street in Louisville. There's a big sporting event, the Kentucky Derby.
Oh yeah.
And just about an hour ago, they had their winner. Rich Strike is the name of the horse.
Oh, they ran the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah.
I thought they did that on a Sunday. What do they do it? All right, they do it on a. Is it Saturday every year? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sunday's Day of the Lord.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm. So Rich Strike won. The thing about that is Rich Strike wasn't even supposed to be in the race. He entered, the horse entered Friday because another horse had to drop out. So it was in 20th position. It won with 80-1 odds.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Biggest upset ever.
Do you guys realize if I had just put $7 million on that horse, or even $4 million, I could retire.
Yeah.
80-1.
80-1.
And Drake put $250,000 on that horse. No, I just made that up. Yeah. He bets on shit. I don't know. So, Drake's a Canadian black guy. I don't want to confuse the partisan crowd here.
Not since 1913 has there been an upset that big.
80-1.
Yeah.
Wow. Are the guys, and I don't know how many guys there are, but who is setting the odds, and then who makes sure those guys don't bet on the fucking horses? Because I would set those odds and then bet on that horse if I was the odds. Is it, I don't know, it's Vegas, it's Jimmy the Greek's son, I don't know who it is, but like, there has to be more than one person setting the odds, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to prevent that person from betting on the horse, because if he fucking stacks the odds and then, all right, anyway.
All right, well, let's see here. So, baseball is happening right now. I don't know if you heard a lot of baseball news, but there's a player that Brian should be familiar with, Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Former hero for the Giants.
Yeah, pitcher. Or Mad Bum is his nickname. Mm-hmm. So, weird thing happened on Wednesday. So, he was pitching, and in the first inning, he threw a few pitches that he thought were strikes, but the umpire was calling balls. And he kind of gave the umpire a look as he was leaving the mound at the end of the inning.
Give a look.
Yeah, just kind of gave him a look. It's like you're being ridiculous. And then so he walks over to the dugout. There's an umpire waiting there, and I guess what they're doing is they check the hands of the pitchers to see if there's any sticky stuff. They've been doing it, and usually it's real quick. You just go up, pitcher shows his hands, the umpire checks it, and then they go back in the dugout. But this umpire saw what Madison Bumgarner said to the home plate umpire.
With a look.
And takes takes Madison Bumgarner's hands and just starts rubbing them, like massaging them.
That's nice.
But is not looking down at the hand. It's just making straight eye contact with Madison Bumgarner. And it's weird. Like, you can look it up when you get home. It goes on for a long time. And it's so odd. So Madison Bumgarner just looks up and just goes, "Take your fucking time, man." And the umpire goes, "You're ejected. You're out. You're out," and just immediately ejects him. And then it gets in a huge scuffle. Coaches come running over, and it became a really big deal with like umpires just taking a little too much privilege with throwing people out. I mean, this is probably the most hostile I've seen like fans and players get with officiating. Like, the refs you suck chant is pretty much every basketball game I watch now.
It's true.
How can you, if you're the home plate umpire, how can you really ascertain like a stink eye from 60 feet away? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like that's not provable. You looking, first off, you have to look into home plate anyway. That's where your gaze is. Secondly,
It was more than that, I think. It was more of like
the walk off,
Yeah, it was a
walk
complaint,
back to the dugout, give a look. You got to
Body
jump
language.
over the stripe, otherwise
bad luck.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
your family's gonna die in a
Yeah.
fire because it's just
Exactly.
fucking science. Just step over that stripe. You know the guy who probably started the myth of you have to jump over the stripe when you're going back to the dugout, either the third base or the first base stripe? I bet it was the guy who stripes the field.
That was a groundskeeper.
I bet in the 30s there was a superstition that you had to kick the stripe for luck on the way back to the dugout, and then somebody went, you'll kill your family in a bus accident. And then they went, oh, stay off my fucking stripe. Whoever's pushing that fucking chalk box fucking started that fucking wives' tale, right? Everybody jumps over the line I draw
Yeah.
in order to do that.
Really
yeah,
good.
I agree. I don't like all the part about baseball I don't like is all the kind of superstition, which is I was all right. Like I was all right with the batter doing the smack on the cleat with the bat. You know what I mean? Where they did like in between pitches, they do the tap, they do the tap on the cleat. Fine, you're there, you're dug in again. And then at a certain point, there was a lot of like action going on with the helmet, and then they start putting the pine tar on the front of the helmet, which is totally unnecessary, and I would fucking fight that in court. Then, in the last like 8 years, they started with the Velcro on the batting gloves.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about? The guy steps out, undoes the Velcro, and does it again.
It's a ritual.
It's a fucking ritual. Like, these guys have ADD at this point. Like, what's going on? First things first. You don't even need to fasten the Velcro on a batting glove. It will work just fine. It's probably cutting off a little of the circulation to your fingers because you've done it. These guys step out of the box, undo the Velcro, reattach the Velcro in the exact same place in between pitches. The average pitch count is 7.5 pitches, and it's 161 fucking games. Do you know how many times you unfasten and refasten your fucking batting gloves? 7,000 times over the course. And where does it end? Where does it end? Hold on, I gotta untie and then tie my shoe again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking take my pants down and pull them up again. I'm gonna redo my belt. Fuck that. Get up there and swing that goddamn bat. And what were they looking for? They used to look for Vaseline under the cap, right? Like when we were growing up, the guys would doctor the ball with Vaseline. You guys remember that? They put it like underneath their bill,
Yes.
which is kind of damning if you find Vaseline underneath the bill of a ball cap, because many Americans wear ball caps, but if you stopped your average American who was wearing a ball cap on the street, less than 40% of them would have Vaseline on the underside of the bill. Maybe even less than 30%. I don't know. These guys are wearing ball caps. Let's just do a quick experiment. Was that a ball cap? No, that's a cabbie cap. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 over here. We got 4 guys, 5. Out of the 5 guys I can see who have ball caps on, how many of you have Vaseline?
Yeah.
Just 3 of you? None of you. It's unnecessary. That's my point.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So
He got tossed.
he got tossed, and then everybody's criticizing umpire Dan Bellino, saying he's just getting a little too trigger happy. So he goes and makes a statement where he apologizes. He says,
Oh, how nice.
I would like to address my actions on May 4th involving Madison Bumgarner. When I began my MLB career almost 15 years ago, I received some good advice.
Hold on. Don't do almost 15 years ago. Do over 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's stronger.
It's stronger, right? When I started my MLB, refereeing or umpiring over a decade ago. You go over a decade. Don't
Yeah.
go almost 15, but keep going.
Well, he says when he began his MLB career almost 15 years ago, I received some good advice. I was told to umpire every game as if my children were sitting in the front row. I fell short of those expectations this week. While I can't go back and change what happened, I take full accountability. I will learn from this incident, and I sincerely apologize.
Good. All right. We need more of that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of baseball, Adam, survey the crowd just real quick. Obviously, I know who Indy roots for in basketball and football. Who's the baseball team out there? Who do you root for?
I mean, Cubs and Reds.
Cubs, Reds. Who's closer? You got to go who's closer. Who's closer? Reds. Big red machine. Come on, man.
Your minor league team are the Indians, right? Yeah.
We got to change that.
Yeah.
That's not going to last long. All right, let's do some Indiana news. So a Dollar Tree manager is no longer with the company after posting a sign at a Bremen, Indiana store warning that it wouldn't hire Generation Z workers.
Good.
So everybody is on board. The sign complained that the store was forced to close after 2 young workers quit. And the sign said on the door, "My 2 new cashiers quit because I said their boyfriends couldn't stand here for their entire shift."
We wanted them to?
Yeah. And then it said, "Don't hire Gen Zs. They don't know what work actually means. We are now hiring baby boomers only. Thanks."
Oh, wow.
So Bremen, Indiana, that's your Dollar Tree store. Well, citing privacy reasons.
Wait a minute. Let me say this. I don't think people really understand the sort of slippery slope of shitty jobs that we make comfortable. I've told people about this all the time. I know people. I have a friend who's my age, and he got himself an apartment right on Ocean Boulevard in Santa Monica, California. And that apartment is probably worth like $4,600 a month. But
at least
maybe $6,500 a month. But it's rent control. So he gets this $6,000 a month apartment for $900 a month. So you go, oh, good for him. Except for the joke is on him because he's never going to leave, which means he'll never fucking own, which means he'll never have any assets to leave behind to his kids or accrue any wealth or whatever. So be careful about the thing that seems comfortable because we've removed the misery index from it, which keeps you sedentary and exactly in the same place you would have been when you were 23 years of age. Now, here's the thing about shitty jobs. They're supposed to be shitty. They're supposed to have a certain discomfort level to them. You're not supposed to work a grill at a McDonald's and enjoy yourself. You're supposed to be miserable and go, I got to get the fuck out of this and move the fuck on with my life. But what we're doing now is we want you to be well compensated and well treated and well taken care of, which will just keep your ass in the career version of the subsidized apartment unit, which means you'll fucking blink your eyes and you'll be 60 years of age and you'll be at the same fucking shit job at the Dollar Tree. You're supposed to have discomfort. Discomfort makes you move. Discomfort gets you to go, fuck, I don't like this. Relationships, jobs, apartments, whatever, neighbors, a little discomfort, look, let me tell you something. You want to know how you get a pearl? You put a little bit of pebble of sand into the oyster, and that discomfort creates a beautiful pearl. And the next thing you know, you have a pearl necklace. And I don't know what's going on. I really felt like I was going somewhere, though. Didn't you guys?
Yeah.
All right. Your job, shitty jobs are supposed to suck so you can move the fuck on. Sorry. Go ahead. One more.
All right, one more. Let's see here. Okay, now let's do one more Indiana story. This one's kind of weird. So an Indiana man charged with murder in the death of his wife, who had cancer and recently filed for divorce, won a local Republican primary election while behind bars. So
Now you're talking.
Andrew Wilhoit, 40, of Lebanon, is charged with felony murder, accused of killing his wife in March. He allegedly hit her in the head with a blunt object and dumped her body at a nearby creek.
Let me tell you something about objects. When you get hit in the head with one, they're always blunt. If you get hit in the head with a throw pillow or a stuffed squirrel, it never makes the news.
We don't hear about it.
It's all blunt. Everything you get hit in the head with is a blunt object. You don't if you get hit in the head with a dream catcher, it never makes the evening news.
That's true.
It's always blunt.
Yeah.
Rarely.
That's right.
Well, Will Hoyt, who is being held in Boone County Jail without bond, advanced Tuesday in the GOP primary election for one of 3 open seats. He received 60 out of a total 276 votes cast
great.
for Republican candidates. So if the charges, despite the charges against him, he is legally allowed to run, but he will be disqualified if he is convicted.
I wonder if the guy who's incarcerated gets a little confused with his messaging. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that guy's like, if you elect me, we'll only do shit on a shingle 3 days a week, and we'll all get more time in General Pop on the rec yard. Oh, and I'll lower taxes.
I want these gangs to have more diversity, too.
That's right. And he's pushing a shopping cart filled with shit on the side of PCH, and he motors right past me. I'm like a fucking junkie with a laden shopping cart, high on fentanyl, with one flip-flop, is making better time than you to LAX. That's what's happening right now.